Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming in Miniature video. In this video, we're going to go ahead and continue on with our Waterloo project update. Alright, so now what I'm going to be showing you today is the miniatures I just finished, which was the Anglo-Allied artillery. Okay, now, to be honest, I had these three bases already finished. I had them finished months ago, but all of these right here, I just finished this morning. Okay, I'm going to say this ahead of time so that you'll know this, but these are all Victrix models. These are front rank models. This is Perry, and these are all Warlord games. So we're going to compare them, and you can kind of take a look and see, and basically just check them out and see how cool they are. All right, so let's bring this guy up. Now, I am labeling them like Rogers Royal Artillery, and then something like Bijleveld. He's Dutch. Okay, so we'll get into that in a minute. All right, so this is, and I should be able to hold it pretty close and be in a pretty good focus. So this is Victrix. I think these came out very nice. I was very pleased with these. Yeah, and I had mounted them on a metal base. Okay, so putting these kind of side by side so you can see, is that a 6-pounder? And that's a 9-pounder. Okay, so we take a look. Yeah, I think these guys came out very nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this last one here is a Peninsula. It's all Peninsula stovepipes, and there's a guy there with his bicorn. Pretty cool looking though. The uniforms are all pretty much the same. The only difference is the hats. And I was actually considering using this as a Hanoverian base, a Hanoverian battery. But in fact, the Waterloo Hanoverians did not use the stovepipe for their artillery units, so that's a bust. Now, I can hold on to it and use it when I go to play my Peninsula battles, or I could just go ahead and sell this, which I think is what I'm going to do. So you should be able to find this one on eBay very soon. Okay, so now we're going to jump to this Perry model right now, because this is a Perry Hanoverian 6-pounder. This was an actual Hanoverian model, and I think it looks good as well. And I kind of learned that the Hanoverians and the King's German Legion and the Royal Artillery had white ammo cartridges. That was kind of a learning experience for me. Remember, this is a Perry model. This is all metal, where the Victrix ones were all plastic, even the artillery pieces. Okay, so let's put that over there. All right, now these two Dutch Belgian artillery pieces, this comes as a set you can buy from Front Rank. It comes just like that with 2 guns and 8 crew, and everything is metal. Not only is it metal, but it's kind of a little chunky metal, so it's thick, it's meaty, and these guys are this is their horse batteries. To be honest though, and this is me just being honest with everybody out there, I painted this one up as if it was the foot. So the plumes, you notice the plumes are a different color. But everything else is exactly the same color. It was really the only difference was the plumage. Oh, one other thing. The horse had the puffy shoulders, and the foot did not. So on these, even though they still have the puffy shoulders, I decided not to paint them. So also the foot, I don't know if you can see it on any of these models. Okay, the foot, or I'm sorry, the horse, their trousers have like a leather lining on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can see it around their ankles. It's a dark gray. You might be able to see it. I don't know if in the lighting you can really see that or not, but they have a dark gray crotch, and that would be for riding horses, I suppose. And then they have the solid red plumes, except for their officer, which has the solid black plume. Now, when it came to painting the foot, when you buy this package, you only get one officer, but all the other figures are the same, except for this guy who's lighting it for firing. So I just swapped them out. He could technically be the officer, but he wouldn't have the gold epaulet, so I didn't paint him up as an officer. I did not paint their inseam dark gray. I just left it the standard gray, like a foot troop would have. So I kind of tried to make these guys the foot, which is Stevenart's Belgians and Bijleveld's Dutch. So the Dutch were the horse, and the Belgians were the foot in that case, which I think I painted these up for the 2nd Netherlands division. Okay. We'll get to these here in just a minute. I'm going to jump to this other specialty. Now, this is not for Quatre Bras, and as you know, I'm painting up most of my troops for Quatre Bras first, and then moving on to Waterloo as I get the Quatre Bras figures finished. But I had this model still in the package, and I said, you know what, I'm going to put this together and paint it at the same time I paint all these other guys, basically because I wanted to, and I think that's a beautiful looking model. I don't know about you, but it's animated, you know, and the British horse artillery has a brown inseam, as you can see the brown leather inside their legs. They've got the red stripe going down the leg. They got those Tarleton-looking helmets. These are rockets. It looks like one guy's handing a rocket up to another guy who's getting ready to load the thing. I think this is a beautiful model. I was thoroughly excited about this model. I mean, not initially, looking at it in the package, I was like, whatever. But once I started putting it together, I was like, this is a nice model. And it wasn't too hard to put together. I mean, it was a little difficult getting these legs in the right position. But other than that, this entire model went together really well. And putting this rocket in his hands and this guy's hands, it was actually fairly easy. I was very happy with this model. I was very, very happy with this model. Historically, that would be Win Yates' 2nd Rocket Troop. And after doing a little research, I realized that the entire battery is not rockets. The battery is mostly 6-pounders. I mean, there's 5 6-pounders and 1 rocket in this battery. I guess I could have represented this battery using 6-pounders, but I decided to go ahead and represent it with the rocket because, hell, I mean, damn, that's a nice looking model. Okay. I am not disappointed with that model in the slightest. All right. So now the last little set that I want to show you is there's a little conversion happening on all of these. Let's get this guy, put him back here. Give me some room for these. Okay, these are the cannons that came out of the Waterloo starter set. When you buy a Waterloo starter set, you get a British cannon, Royal Artillery KGL cannon, and you get 6-pounders. These two I converted to 9-pounders using the cannon barrels from the Victrix set, because when you get a Victrix set, it comes with 3 of each cannon barrel, and I used 1 9 and 2 6s over there, leaving me with 2 9-pound barrels still on the sprue. And as some of you already know, I keep all my spare parts. And so I went and collected up those 9-pound barrels and I put them on there. Now I have 2 extra 6-pound barrels that I've got put away in a box. So if I ever need a 6-pound barrel instead, I'll have them. But I put them on there. Now, a couple of these models are Victrix models because when you get a Victrix pack, you get approximately 5 crew members per gun. And you also get limbers, but I've got those mounted somewhere else. But so there's actually, I would have had 3 extra crew members, which I did intermix in this set here. Like on this one, I've got this model right here is Victrix, and he's got that pole pushing thing. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right. And then on this model, I've got this guy who is Victrix carrying a canister shell or shell in his arms, right? Okay, but all the other guys are still the Warlord Games medals. He's plastic. The gun's metal. The barrel is plastic because I swapped it out. Okay, now these guys are actually all from the Warlord set. The gun, the barrel, you know, all the men. They're all metal. Everything on that is metal. I think they look pretty good. A couple of these British, I used a darker wash, and a couple of the other ones, I used the strong. I used strong tone on 2 of them, and I used soft tone on the other 2. And I realized I think I should use strong tone all the time. It just makes the shadows really stand out. Okay, so this has one Victrix model. He's right here carrying the ammo canister cartridge as well. But there's a slight problem with that one. I built these when I built them, and remember one of those was a Peninsula War. Well, he's got the Peninsula War Shako, but you might not have noticed that if I didn't point it out to you, because everything else looks exactly the same. And I didn't label these because I was thinking I'm going to go ahead and sell this one on eBay. The reason why, there's 3 batteries. Okay, like that's Lloyd's Royal Artillery. He's a no-name. He's a no-name. So those 2 are potentially, he's all Warlord. He's potentially for sale. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to decide on that, and I'll talk to you here in just a second about that. That's Cleve's King German Legion. And believe it or not, I don't even know why you need to even mark that, because King's German Legion, Royal Artillery, and Hanover all have exactly the same uniform. So he's Win Yates rockets. Yep, we know that. That guy's the Browns Hanoverian, right? We know that. And then one of these guys, I labeled him as Rogers Royal Artillery. Okay. And Sandham or Sandham's Royal Artillery. And then you already saw these 2, right? Stevenart and Billigevelt. Okay. And then this is that Peninsula War artillery piece, which I think I'm going to sell as well. So these 3 are probably going to go on eBay. Now, these 2 might not go on eBay. Okay, and also you'll notice that this is on like a, there's like a little piece of gravel or something right there. Okay, it's gone. These are on those really super thin metal that I used to do a lot of basing on metal, because it gets it lower to the battlefield, and you can see those guys. You can actually see a difference between the low metal and the high wood, right? The 3mm versus like the 0.2mm or whatever it is like super thin. I actually prefer the 3mm wood. It makes it easier for me to grab it. It makes it easier. I think I went over this when I talked about base materials, but I can push it on the table without the sawdust acting like Velcro and gripping the table, which a lot of times will be felt. So this will grip the felt. The corners on this are super sharp, and they're super low to the ground, so it just makes it hard to push. Okay, so you gotta make sure you pick it up, move it, and put it down. But sometimes when you pick it up, it doesn't come up straight, or because it acts like Velcro. You've seen me do it on the table. But I like that, and plus it helps prevent any base to base. It helps identify the actual base to base look. When you go with a thin model like this, and when you go base to base, sometimes you might get a little bit of this overlappage. It's easy, especially when both of the models are where's another one? When both of the models are thin, you get a little bit of that going on. So I do sometimes take the metal and I'll put a little piece of foam on the bottom to elevate it. But on these artillery pieces, I don't think I need to do that. Okay. Let's talk about these three that I'm possibly going to be putting on eBay. Now, the reason, this guy's probably guaranteed going on eBay, but these two. As you know, I'm not building for Quatre Bras. Quatre Bras is a stepping stone to Waterloo. I was looking at my army list, and these are not going to be needed for Quatre Bras. Neither will this one, actually, but I'm not getting rid of that guy. So these guys will all be needed for Quatre Bras, minus this guy, right? Okay. But if I was to transition to the Hougoumont battle, the Hougoumont battle is telling me I'm going to need these two as part of a division that that's not present at Quatre Bras, but it is present near Hougoumont. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take a look at this, but before I decide to put these up on eBay, I might be able to proxy like these two artillery that I'm using in Quatre Bras might actually substitute for the artillery at Waterloo. Also, the way the scenario is written, the majority of the British artillery is off table, and it shoots on from the table edge, so you don't actually have to have the models, because they're like behind the table on a hill, and you just measure from the table edge. It's one of those kind of scenarios. Or I might just keep them to have more artillery for my Waterloo battles. But what's really going through my mind, and this is, I'm going to be honest with you, is I'm going to probably sell these. They're both 6-pounders, as you might notice. And I think I'm going to acquire, well, first of all, I've already got some horse artillery coming because I need a King's German Legion horse battery, 100% guaranteed. I need that. But I need to get some more 9-pounders. It doesn't really matter because they can be 6 or 9s. You could just say whatever they are is what they are. But my understanding is the foot batteries in the peninsula were almost all 6-pounders. It was just easier to transport through the Spanish countryside, but when in Waterloo or Belgium, the British had kind of moved on to a 9-pound philosophy for their foot guns and kept their 6-pounders as for the horse. Now, the Hanoverians, wherever they are, right here, were supposed to have 9-pounders, 9-pound foot, but their 9-pound guns were destroyed or damaged, I think, at Quatre Bras, and at Waterloo they were given 6-pound guns to replace their losses. And so, in this battery specifically, so using a 6-pound gun on the base seems to be perfectly fine. And plus, that's what Perry provided me. But I really like the front rank models. I really like them. I've got some French horse coming from front rank. I've got a British KGL horse battery coming from Perry. But if I sell these and then later I find, oh no, I need 2 batteries, what am I going to do? I'll just go to front rank and order one of their British artillery packages. And it'll come with 2 guns and all the crew I'll need. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So look for these guns and these guns for sale on eBay. And if you were hesitant or on the fence trying to decide if you wanted to buy this model, I would say do it. It's freaking nice. Now, one thing I kind of don't like, there's only 2 guys. There's 2 guys on the base. I was hoping there would be 4 guys, but I wouldn't have anywhere to put them. I might have a guy standing here yelling up at the guys saying, you know, get to it. I might have a guy over here. I don't know. But yeah, 2 guys on the base, but it still looks good. I think it's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and watching this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next when it comes to my Napoleonics. I pulled out my British cavalry. I was thinking maybe I would do some British cavalry, but I still need to do a lot of British or French line and British line. Just regular good old troops. I might have to do that. Plus, I need to do some guard, some British guard. I did a unit of British guard already. I didn't realize, but that was because of Waterloo, not because of Quatre Bras. And then I didn't realize that there were guard at Quatre Bras. So I'm going to have to find some British guard models. I bet you I can find them from front rank. I bet you I can. I'm going to have to look at that. And I am going to make those large battalions because I was noticing more research. The guard battalions fought in 10 company battalions, where the line battalions were like 6 companies or 7 or 8 companies, not 10. They were fighting in around 600 men, where the guard had like 1,000 men per battalion. Yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of models, but that's okay. I need to get about 3 battalions. It's not that many, and do some British Guard. But I can't do that until I get those models in. So the models that I do have is a lot of British cavalry, a lot of French cavalry. I've got some Nassau guys I still need to do. I've got Dutch-Belgian militia I need to do. I have a couple of Hanover Landwehr battalions I need to do. Yeah, I still got a lot to do. Oh, by the way, yeah, back up. I ordered the 2nd Polish Lancers, the 2nd Dutch Lancers. It's one of those 2. It's the red Lancers. I ordered a unit of those, as well as some guard. Those are guard Lancers, and I ordered some guard chasseurs. And when those come in, I'll be excited to paint those as well. All right, well, this isn't really a an update of like how many miniatures I've ordered, but but it is an update, and it is to let you know that I am making progress. Um, I'm getting excited about getting. I'm about 3/5 through, so a little bit more than halfway through what I need for Quatre Bras. Um, I fully expect to have everything finished. Plus, I've even started thinking about limbers for all the artillery because I've only got 3 limbers per side. So yeah, remember guys, if you're interested in any of these models, or if you're interested in models that I don't have on my eBay store, just let me know and I'll make sure that I get them and put them together and put them up on the store so that you can have an opportunity to purchase them. If there's anything specific you're looking for, like are you looking for Prussians? Are you looking for Austrians or Russians? Or even non-Napoleonics, if you're looking for some World War II Germans or anything, Agincourt French Knights or something, just let me know and I'll do my best to make sure I get those taken care of, because I alternate my personal projects with my store projects. I kind of go back and forth to make sure that I always have inventory on the store, but also I'm making progress on my project. So just let me know and I'll jump on that for you. All right. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you Wednesday where I do my Wargaming Wednesday. I'm excited to pull out the table and put all the figures on the table. All right. I'll see you then.